morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Giselle Zavala and I am your on-site health coach for Cigna. Today I am here with Chef Amanda Rodriguez, who is going to teach us interesting ways where we can meet our healthy eating goals of adding more fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and boost your fiber intake into your daily diet. Good morning.
Good morning, Giselle. So today we're going to do a chicken and a quinoa skillet. It's packed with a lot of protein. It's a very healthy way of getting your intake of a lot of vitamins and nutrients, especially for those who are vegetarian. And you can always leave out the chicken in that. So we're going to start with the pot. Essentially, we're going to cook this like rice. You want to take 1 part quinoa to 2 parts liquid. I'm using chicken stock or chicken broth. I'm doing about 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of stock.
Fantastic.
Okay, so really,
is this chicken stock, can we use water? Can we?
You can.
Okay.
The reason why I use chicken stock is because it adds more flavor to it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So if you have hypertension and you're looking for ways to decrease your sodium intake, we could probably use water for this one, right?
Absolutely.
Or dilute the
Well,
chicken stock?
You can make chicken stock on your own without salt.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So you just take chicken bones. If you're roasting chicken and you take all the meat off that bone, save your bones. Put a little carrot, celery, and onion in there.
Oh,
maybe
that sounds
some herbs,
good.
some fresh herbs, some garlic, and let it boil for a couple hours, and then let it cook slowly. You can use that. Strain out everything, and that's your liquid, and you can use that without any sodium in there.
Fantastic. And quinoa is one of the seeds that we wanted to use, and quinoa is not a grain, it's a seed, and it's one of the seeds that has all the amino acids, so it's considered a complete protein. It has 6 grams of protein per cup, so it's definitely one healthy substitution. If you're looking to add more vegetables and you have a plant-based diet, this is definitely one of those things that you must include in your diet to make sure that you have all the protein requirements for your daily healthy eating. Absolutely. What temperature are you using here?
So we're going to, just like rice, we want to bring it up to a boil, so put it on your max high, and once it comes to the boil, bring it down to simmer.
And cover it?
Cover it and
Fantastic.
let it steam for about 15-20 minutes, give it a taste. Okay, so now that the quinoa has come to a boil, we're going to turn it down to low, and then we're going to cover it and let it simmer for about, we're going to start with 15 minutes, and then give it a taste, and then maybe go a little longer if we have to. So while we're waiting for the quinoa, we're going to roll into the salsa for the quinoa, okay?
Excellent.
So we're going to start with the tomatoes.
Fantastic.
Just add a little bit in there. Start with about 1 cup. A little bit of red onion.
I love onions.
We don't want to go too heavy on it just because onions in general, especially when they're raw, they're pretty strong. So start with a little, and then you can always adjust it after you taste it and see how some people really love onions and they want more of the onions in there. Some people like me don't love them that much when they're raw, so I put a little bit less.
Great.
So we will add a little bit of jalapeno.
Oh, those are
jalapenos.
jalapenos.
Spicy. So that, again, you would adjust it according to what you like. If you really like spicy, throw a lot in there. If you don't, then, minimize it.
Fantastic. Also, I had a question.
Yes.
When you do the salsa for the quinoa, are we going to wait until the quinoa cools down, or we mix it hot?
We're going to mix a little bit hot, and then we're going to put some on top to finish it.
Fantastic. Okay. What else do we have?
We'll also add a little bit of lime juice.
Lime juice, very important, right? It gives you that extra vitamin C, and vitamin C is important to maximize iron absorption, as well as to preserve fruits and vegetables. So I love it. Lemon,
yeah,
love it.
Lime juice, I love lime juice. It's really good. It's nice and tart, and it accompanies salsa really, really well.
I don't see any garlic in here.
No.
No?
I didn't put garlic, but you can put garlic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I love garlic too.
We can put garlic. I don't mind.
Hey, no, that's okay.
I have garlic over there.
It's okay. People can add more things and take away, I guess. What other things can we add to this salsa?
Anything you want, really. It's whatever.
Peppers.
Yeah, you can add peppers.
Are we using olive?
This is olive oil.
Fantastic.
Okay, salt and pepper. I really want to use garlic now.
Well, let's go get some garlic then. You're the chef. Garlic. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yummy. There you go.
All right, just give it a nice stir. Super easy. Super easy.
It does look easy. Very well. So where we go? Oh, you're gonna taste it, of
I'm
course,
gonna taste it.
because we're having some of this
Yeah,
afterwards.
we want to make sure this is delicious.
Perfect.
So, would you like me?
Oh, of course. Absolutely. A big spoon. But hey, when you're at home, make sure that you use small spoons, small forks, because that's really going to control the amount of portion that you put into your plate and your mouth.
Delicious.
So
I love salsa.
just a tip there.
Salsa is one of my favorite things.
I love it. I love
So
it.
fresh.
It is. Okay, I love it. So where are we going next?
Put the salsa into a cooler.
Okay, put it in
Your
the cooler.
refrigerator, yep. So that it can stay cold and fresh. So we're ready to use it again.
Fantastic. So we can store it in a little bowl. And I like it because you can always adjust the ingredients. If you want more jalapeno, not my case, you can
Yeah.
add more. If you want more onions, more tomatoes,
More garlic.
more garlic. But you know what? Garlic is a very great ingredient that you can put into your plate because it helps you fight bacteria in your body. And I was reading that it was used to treat gangrene in the world wars.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's, and if it's raw, even better. So
Even
if,
better,
if you
absolutely.
want to have all that immune boosting properties, make sure that you have it raw. I see that it's like you have like white quinoa and dark quinoa.
It's called a rainbow quinoa.
Rainbow quinoa. Fantastic.
Now that it's ready, we're gonna pull it up.
And you mentioned that we can store this in the refrigerator for a couple of days, right?
Yes, yes you can. I wouldn't recommend adding any extra liquid to it just because it's like a pasta, meaning that it will absorb any extra liquid. So as
Okay.
long as you wrap it nice and tight, then it'll stay nice and moist for you.
Excellent.
Okay? All right, now that the quinoa is ready, we can go into cooking our chicken.
Let's go.
And add that in there. Sounds good?
Fantastic.
All right.
Let's see. Okay.
So we're gonna bring this up to a high heat. We wanna get this pan nice and hot. And once it gets nice and hot, we're gonna add in a little bit of olive oil. And once that gets hot, then we'll start with our chicken.
I see you season the chicken. Anything in
did.
particular?
I used olive oil and a lot of different kinds of herbs. Chives, shallots, there's garlic in there, there's parsley,
Good.
tarragon,
Lot of herbs.
all sorts of herbs. So if you have herbs at home, by all means use them. Herbs are amazing. And then they have a lot of herbs at the store too that you can use.
I was going to ask you about that. Can we use dry herbs or do they need to be
You
fresh?
can use dry herbs. I would recommend fresh.
Of course.
You get more of that flavor out of it. Especially it depends on how long your dry herbs have been sitting in your storage because after time, the flavors dissipate and disappear. Really.
And is there like a specific way we can store the dry herbs so we can extend their life?
As long as they're in a cool, dry, dark place like anything else, you know,
They're good?
your place
Okay.
is
Fantastic.
air conditioned. So it's already good.
A little bit of olive oil.
A little bit of olive oil.
I like all these ingredients you have here. You have spinach, black beans, avocado, more onions, and more garlic.
Garlic, yep. It's very simple ingredients. A lot of these you might have in your home already.
Yes.
A lot of people already know what these ingredients are, so it just makes it easier to have them in your house.
Black beans. I love beans itself. I mean,
Me too.
1 cup of beans provides you 12 grams of fiber. And as I mentioned before, the average American only gets 15 grams of fiber per day. And this is an excellent way to add to your fiber intake so you can meet your recommendations and prevent lots of chronic conditions that are associated with a diet low in fiber.
Absolutely, and it has a ton of protein in there too.
It has 6 grams of protein per half cup, so you also have more, another way to add more protein to your diet.
I'm adding in the chicken now. So anything that you can add an extra that you want is good, especially herbs. They give it a little extra flavor. So now that the chicken's about halfway through, we're going to add in some onion. Sweat that off with the chicken. Gives it a nice texture when you eat it as well. And we're also going to throw in a little bit of garlic. Maybe a little extra for you.
Yes, that immune boosting
I love those.
ability, absolutely. Other than garlic, other vegetables that are really good for your immune system are Brussels sprouts, kale, as we mentioned before, cabbage.
Yes, cabbage. Kale is nice and hearty. That's what I really love kale for. It's packed with so many vitamins. And
Smells so good,
it
that
holds
garlic.
up really well when you cook it too. It's beautiful, right?
Oh yes.
Let that cook off for a little bit. We have a nice temperature going here. It's about a medium high temperature. It's not super high.
Here.
So we're going to throw in our black beans now. Adjust it according to what you like. I love black beans. And we're just going to let them cook in there, essentially really just to warm it up because they're already cooked. Okay, so we're going to add in our quinoa now. Okay. Start with some, and then if you'd like to add more, you can add more. So we'll stir it up and see how it looks, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Now everything's cooked. We don't want anything to burn. Now we just want to turn it down to where we're able to keep it warm, but we get to mix in everything. All right, so now that's in there.
Fantastic.
Let's throw in some salsa.
Salsa.
We're gonna.
Spicy.
Okay, and this is just to get it warm. You don't want to cook the tomatoes. I'll throw
Okay.
it in there.
Did you decrease the heat?
I did decrease the heat.
This looks delicious.
The heat is on a low, and that's just to keep it warm so it doesn't cool down. Okay, and
I
then
love this.
throw in some spinach. I'm not cooking the spinach because you know, you're already taking out a lot of vitamins and minerals if you do.
Right.
So what I like to do is use this at the end of every dish I make. And that's just to warm it up again. We're not cooking it at all. So I'm going to turn off the heat. And then I'm just going to fold it in. And then we'll taste
This
it.
looks so good. This is, I mean, I'm checking off the health goals of adding more fiber, having lean meats, less fat, more greens into your diet. So do I.
Alright, let's go this one. And then see how.
Let me see. I want a little bit of chicken as well.
He needs that that red pepper.
Red pepper?
So I'm going to put in some chili pepper. This gives it a little extra flavor. This is where I said, you know, anything that you have, any kind of seasonings, any kind of herb, if you want to throw it in there, you feel like, oh, maybe you need something a little
I feel
extra.
I would squeeze like a lemon.
Yeah, go ahead, sure. Let me squeeze this lemon in there, okay? And then you get to tell me how it is.
I'm going
What you
in.
think?
I'm going in.
And you see how it's already wet? You know, this is why I didn't add that tomato pulp in there. You know, it's at that perfect. If we add the tomato, it's going to be super squishy. How is it?
It's delicious.
Is it? All right, so let's see how much we made here. This can go a long way because it has.
And look at all the other quinoa
Exactly, and because it has so much protein in there, it's filling. So little goes a long way even inside your stomach.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the ideas of packing more protein and fiber. It gets you full for a longer period, which also helps with your blood sugar levels.
Right. Add a little bit of salsa right on top.
Beautiful.
Okay. That's juice then. And we are going to throw in some avocado right on top of there. This is going to give it a nice creaminess. Okay. Down there. All right.
Oh my gosh. Well, here we go. This is our end product. This
Yeah.
looks delicious, Amanda.
Thank you. It really is delicious.
And it was very easy. The steps that you took us, it was very simple and simple ingredients, and I love it. And do you have like an extra bonus for
I
us?
do. So I made a garden juice.
Garden juice. I
Garden
love
juice.
it.
It's all green. Almost every ingredient in here is green, which is what we love. Everything green is super healthy. We know that. So there's kale, there's spinach, there's celery, there's cucumbers, ginger, lemon juice, and honey. You just blend it up, and there you have it. You can strain it if you don't like that texture. I know some people don't. But if you really want all that fiber in there, I would recommend keeping that in there.
So on behalf of myself, Giselle Zavala, and
Amanda,
we would like to thank you for tuning in, and bon appetit.